it's going to be the Palace of Culture and Science. And the Palace of Culture and Science is having two titles right now. The first title that it holds is that it is the symbol of Warsaw. The second place, second title I mean, of that structure is that it is the unwanted gift from the great Mother Russia. We are, let's say, given a gift that we've paid for without having anything to say about the shape of its design. So this is why it's a bit of an unwanted one. And the reason is that the Nazi officers were having their headquarters set. Then, to the right side of yours, that is the only modern structure in that street. Could you tell which country embassy was that? So, the United States of America, yes. So this was the embassy of Russia. And one thing which is very interesting is that the very next property, the next structure as well, the yellow one to the left in here, that is the Polish Ministry of Defense. To the right, just for another time, the place where the President of Poland is living. It's called as the Belvedere, and there is always a Polish flag waving on the top, which the first place is going to be the Royal LAZIENKI Park, and that is a place that is one of the most peaceful and most pleasant places to see.
And of course I'm speaking about Friedrich Chopin. And so to start with something, I would like to give you the interpretation of that number. And so Friedrich Chopin is having a very characteristic gesture with his fingers, just as if he's playing the piano. Then his gesture with his right hand. Then maybe from that perspective is not as notice it. But just in 1 second ago, give you my explanation briefly, you'll have an opportunity to take pictures of it. So, Friedrich Chopin's hand, then his head is turned to the left, and he's having his eyes closed. So that means that he's concentrating to play the tunes in a perfect way. And then another information is that everything in the sculpture is presented while a very strong wind is blowing. So you can see that Friedrich Chopin's robe built, then that is a place that is going to be out of use. And then after the summer residence is already erected, then we are having that place turned into a guest house.
Still very peaceful and very
That fact that the king was really fascinated with the culture of Orient, actually he was very fascinated with everything that was connected with fashion, trends, and culture in a very wide range of perceiving that way. So altogether, China was the second biggest country, except from the US, and Russia, so the third biggest country except from the US and Russia, that was known size that all the lanterns are supposed to go without even 1 centimeter of anomaly. So this is, let's say, the Polish interpretation because So everything what you see is designed and created as a request of the king, which I'm speaking about the palace, about the island that the palace is standing on, about the lake which is in front, as well as the one which is at the back. Most common word of commentary that I receive is that a lucky bastard he was.
Chodzą na paluszkach cicho.
This is the Ujazdowski Castle, and that is a place that was used as a temporary headquarters of the Polish kings just when the capital city was moved. Look at the Polish House of Parliament here, the one which is having a round roof, a round shape, and there is a Polish flag on the top. So we are having lower chamber and the upper chamber, but before I'll tell you who's working there. When something goes really wrong inside, then due to the shape of the structure, we're saying that this is our Polish circus and that we are having really well-trained clowns, the clowns employed. But of course it's something that is, that such jokes, maybe not exactly the ones, but similar with. We are having the P and W letters visible. The P and W which are combined into one symbol. So P letter stands for Poland and W stands for fighting or for war here. The second type, these are of course such buildings like to the right side of yours, you're seeing the Sheraton Hotel, the regular modern style architecture. Decisions that were supposed to affect society in a terroristic way were made. If you were to imagine that you are entering that place during the communism and you are starting shouting inside that communistic regime equals rubbish or something worse, and as well we are right now going throughout the roundabout of Charles de Gaulle. So Charles de Gaulle was a very big supporter of this Polish independence case, and due to this he was just having this roundabout called after his name. In here it's going to be law, psychology, philosophy and history. It's 1 out of 5 large. We are having the presidential palace visible. The presidential palace is a place where the Polish president is working. There is a Polish flag waving on the top. White and red colors it includes. White symbolizes something pure and innocent, while red symbolizes a love to your home place or blood that was given to defend its borders. This is the St. Anne's Church to the right, one of the most lovely churches to visit. Alright, we have reached the old town. Right now I would like us to get outside from the coach. I would like us to go for a walk throughout the place, and I would like to tell you a few words about the oldest part of Warsaw.
Normally I'm having at least one asking at the park. all of you together. So in that case, you're having one very, very easy way from the old town. If you would like to, if, for instance, you're hesitating, shall I stay or shall I go? But if I'll stay, then how will come back? So an answer, very easy way of coming back to your place is such. Just along the left side of yours, you're having defensive walls of the old town. Every single thing that you see here, everything, is not older than 60 years. This is what you get here. And even though we have everything rebuilt in such way, so you cannot tell what is the original and what is reconstruction, then my hint is just simply to you, so you can have your own opinion established, because we didn't. I believe you do not really need me to comment on that. What you see here. So, briefly, because these guys in here, all the works are, and it's not going to be supporting. So, we are having the old market square here, that thing what you see to your right. And then, if I were to point out a place that we are standing, then this is exactly the one here. So, we have the situation that every single thing in here that you see is almost fully destroyed during the war. It is over 90% of the old town that is not usable anymore. There are two mermaids swimming in the Baltic Sea, and those are sisters. The first one should swim up the cliffs, and she becomes the symbol of Copenhagen. And then the second one should swim up the Vistula River, and she was caught by a fisherman somewhere in these lands. So, according to the legend, the name of the there's always one with
The National Opera House is a place that is just started to work because during the vacation there is a regular break. We'll be going towards the Jewish ghetto part of Warsaw. So the Jewish ghetto part of the city is maybe not really having a very pleasant story, but altogether, as you are in a place that there was the biggest Jewish ghetto created that was ever existing.
Commander to such soldiers like are to the left and right sides of him. So the one to the left is 17 and the one to the right is 19 years old. So these are not regular macho men, these are just youngsters, these are not regular soldiers. Then the top part of the monument presents a woman, she's holding a child, and in the background you're having flames or smoke presented, and then to the bottom you're having an older guy who's preparing for a fight, and then you're having a dead man lying under their feet. So the symbolical meaning of this monument is such: it doesn't matter if you are a boy or a girl. It does not matter if you are 20, 40, 60 or 80 years old. It does not matter if you are a carpenter, a lawyer, a rocket scientist, or a plumber. If you are a Jew and you live in a ghetto, then you need to face the same fate that everyone does, and this fate is death from the Nazi hands.
At the Marriott Hotel here in Warsaw, Poland. This is a corner suite.